and I'm going to take you through my Week 14 presentation. My question is, how can I turn a $500 million investment profitable as fast as possible in the MLS? So I've got St. Louis SC coming into MLS in 2023, and they've already invested $500 million between their expansion fee as well as the stadium that they're building in-house, and they need to see a return on investment as fast as possible. So this is my concept map, as you can see in front of you there. The main focus as you walk through it is getting a better understanding of where to allocate spending for players and how can I attain a new, faster way to increase team value in the MLS. Winning games equals winning money. As you can see on that right, the visual that I created there, this is the top 25% of teams in 2021. So top 25%, they're obviously winning games. They had an average increase of $31 million between the one season and a total of $280 million between the two seasons. So we definitely want to follow in there. My references I got primarily from Football Reference. It is a publicly available soccer data site. Data from 2018 to 2022 for the MLS. I had toyed around with looking at more years, but these 5 years have consistent types of statistics. To dive a little bit deeper, I've got 63 total variables between shooting, passing, defending, and so on. Each variable, I'm going into R and cleaning it, making sure that they all have the same statistics, that they all have the same names, just so that merging and combining, once I get to regression, it'll make it a little bit easier. Going into statistical methodology, the status quo right now for average win percentage of the first place team in the MLS is 51%. But again, we don't want to just be first place as it has been the last 5 years. We want to make it MLS 2.0. We want to make more money. We want to increase win percentage. So with t-tests that I performed at a 90% confidence interval, I wanted to see at what point was it statistically significant to say that you are winning more games than the current first place teams in the MLS, and we found that to be 61%. This is going to be important to then create my regression models, primarily logarithmic models, just because those win percentages are in percentage, and I want to end up simplifying it as much as possible in order to just find a few of those 63 variables to see which ones impact win percentage the most. On the right, I also have a little box plot just showing the normal distribution of win percentage in the MLS just for 2020. So that was just something to play around with. For alternative approaches, there was the option between linear and quadratic. I still need to perform that kind of code in R to compare them, but then going into that next table, which again I saw in that book, primarily focusing on R squared when looking at linear versus logarithmic models, just to confirm which one is better. Again, we have to focus on R squared just because of the difference between linear and logarithmic, but that R squared allows you to compare them and look at them not like apples versus oranges like they mentioned, but actually taking a quality look between them. And then once I determine if logarithmic is the best option, I will then see if I should take a log-log or exponential approach. To sum everything up, again, St. Louis SC is coming to the MLS next year. They've already invested $500 million. I want to find out how we can get that return on investment as fast as possible. So going back to that visual, these teams have all increased their team value, but again, we want to exceed that, and I want to see how I can make St. Louis SC the most successful and the most profitable, because at the end of the day, not everyone cares about soccer, but everyone cares about money. So that's my focus, and thank you for listening.